Hello everyone, this is Roshni Shri Abhirami, a legal intern with Lexis and Company. Today I'll be dealing with one of the most interesting topics that has been happening in India for uh, more than 20 years, actually 30 years, around 30 years. This particular issue has been happening in India right from 1991. There has been a constant case that has been filed in the Supreme Court or the various high courts, not various, but in the Kerala High Court and this matter has been under issue for so long. That is the Sabrimala temple issue. So basically, even now we know that there is an appeal with the Supreme Court with regards to Sabrimala temple and the entry of women into Sabrimala temple. It's been under discussions for a very long time. That is 30 years. 30 years is not something that is a very small time, but unless and until it has some very strong issue connected to it, unless and until it has very strong sentiments connected to it, issue cannot be dragged for this long. So basically, I'll tell you what is the Sabrimala issue right now. So basically, we all know that the Sabrimala is considered to be the abode of Lord Ayyappa. So basically, there is a temple in Kerala, that is the Sabrimala temple, which is a temple for the male god Ayyappa. So it is located in a tiger reserve, basically in a tiger reserve in the Western Ghat mountain, in the mountain ranges of Pathanamthitta district. There is a district in Kerala, that is Pathanamthitta district, this particular temple is located there. And what is the main issue in this temple is that no menstruating women can enter into this, not only during their menstrual times, but also right from the starting of the they got the first menstrual cycle till the last one. So basically, from the age of 13 till 50, no women can enter into this particular temple. It is just a land for men. So this is the most important issue that is with the Ayyappa temple in Kerala. So the contention is that the Ayyappa temple is the entry of women into Ayyappa temple and the restrictions for the entry of women into Ayyappa temple is a discrimination against women. This is the contention raised by women and many other women activists and all over the country. So basically, the Supreme Court held that Sabrimala's exclusion of women violated the fundamental rights of the women between the age of 10 to 50 years, and Rule 3B of the public worship rule was unconstitutional. So basically, we all know that there is a recent judgment by the Supreme Court of India, headed by the then former Chief Justice of India, Mr. Ranjan Gogoi. So there is a judgment passed in 2019. So basically, the judgment was that it violates the fundamental rights of women between the ages of 10 to 50 years. That is, if you're not allowing a particular set of women to enter in, if you're not letting all the women enter into the temple, it's a different issue, but you are just restricting entry for one particular class of women, that is women between 10 to 50 years. That is a discrimination. Is that what the contention was claimed? So the Supreme Court held that it violates Rule 3B of the public worship rules, and declared the same rule to be unconstitutional. And since it was violative of since it was violative of the fundamental rights enshrined under the constitution. This is one point. So but there was one dissenting judgment to this particular opinion, that is that was given by Mrs. Indu Malhotra, Justice Indu Malhotra. She gave a dissenting opinion and observed that in a secular polity, it is not for the courts to interfere in this matter of religion, and the same must be left to the practicing of religion. We are living in a secular country. Secularism is a part of the preamble. That is a basic structure of the constitution. You cannot say that. You cannot say it's discriminatory, because you have to abide by secularism as well. That is very important. So it's a it's a religious practice, and you have to accept that for their cultures and everything. That is one thing. So for the people who say there are other temples for women to go and pray, it must be a woman's choice to pray where she wants and not what the patriarchy dictates. It is what the feminist claim. So feminists of India say that you are not, if you are not the one to tell me where to go and which temple to go. It should be me to decide where to go and which temple to go and what to do and how to dress. This is the contention of the feminists all over the country. They say you're not letting me get into a temple. I want to worship that particular lord. I want to get the blessings, but the patriarchal society is not letting me do that. It's discriminatory. This is what the contention of the feminists is. So there are various women across the country who came against it in order for the women devotees to finally exercise their right. After the judgment came, there were so many people who tried to enter into the temple, and there were 11 women who tried to enter into the temple, and they were stopped in the way of entering into the temple, and they were, most of the time they were sprayed with chili sprays and everything in order to stop the women from entering into the temple. Even after the judgment was passed that women can enter into this particular temple. So they this issue has been under discussion for a very long time. So in 2019 there was a very huge chain of women who held hands together for 620 kilometers in order to let the entry of women into this particular temple. So basically we all know that according to me, when you ask me, we all know that India respects women equality and everything. Even though there has been discrimination all across the world for women, India has a particular article enshrined within its constitution for equality of women and everything, and for gender, race, anything, everything is equal. We have to respect the concept of secularism as well. There has been an enrooted tradition in this particular act that women should not be allowed. It means that there is a meaning to it. People have been following this for centuries, and if you think about it, we are in a secular country, and respecting every single culture is important for us. When you respect that particular culture, you will know that the particular culture has been into practice for many years. Indu Malhotra ji, Justice Malhotra, who has been a woman herself, understood this concept, and I think I go for Justice Indu Malhotra's point. And I think concept of secularism is much more important than the concept of who can be who why shouldn't I be let in, why shouldn't why the temple is not letting me. That shouldn't be the fight, and we should accept every single opinions of every single person on this planet. And accepting secularism within ourselves is something that is very important for us at this moment. So if you have any dissenting opinion about this particular issue, kindly drop it in the comment section. Thank you so much.